What's up? It's Robert from Existence First, mental training for a modern world. One phrase that I keep hearing a lot these days is, I'm so glad 2020 is over. And I can't help but interpret this to mean that people are somehow drawing a connection between their misery and the year 2020. I personally don't quite see the connection. After all, what it really means for us to go from 2020 into the year 2021 is that this object has once again gone fully around this object. And I don't quite see the connection between that and our misery, unless of course there's some sort of weird plan or system in place where of all the laps that the Earth does around the sun, certain of those laps are pre-designated as crappy times for the planet, which of course sounds absurd. So I think a better explanation for people's misery is that they are suffering from the death of loved ones, myself included. People are out of work these days. People have fewer social gatherings to go to, and maybe financial concerns. But the point is that if 2021 is going to be a better year, then we're going to need solutions to these things. All right. And yes, we already have a vaccine being rolled out. And if it continues to be rolled out, then this one will probably be solved. We can have social gatherings again. And it's not just about social gatherings. It's that when people socially gather, they usually tell jokes or smile, and that changes their physiology. So chemically, their bodies change. Not to mention the act of giving hugs and the release of oxytocin from that. So we have to look at the deeper levels here. All right, if the vaccine rolls out and people start to gather again, then restaurants will have their revenue back, and people such as bartenders will be going back to work. And that, of course, means having more structure to the day, having more engagement in one's environment, having a meaningful activity throughout the day. But what about this one? Of course, COVID deaths will go down, but I mean, there are a lot of causes of death. There's not just old age, but there's cancer, there's accidents, like you can be hit by a drunk driver. There's all sorts of social problems that still need to be solved. If you really think about it, there's only one species on the planet that is celebrating the new year, and that's Homo sapiens. Pretty much every other species on the planet is doing what they always do, just playing their survival game. I'll end with this note. So engineers don't wait for good years to build bridges. They don't say, you know, oh, 2020 was a crappy year. We got to demolish all of the bridges that we built in 2020, and we got to just rebuild them in 2021 because it's a better year. No, they don't do that. Why? Because look at all these things here underneath. That's not for decoration. This is from intelligent people using mathematics to build things that they know will be safe. All right, that's what this picture is. And so why would people just plan for another year to be better instead of using logic and decision-making and structural thinking to make their year better? And so in tomorrow's video, and maybe even the one after that and the one after that, I'll be going into structured solutions for these various problems, particularly death, but it's going to be about resolutions and how to do resolutions and create them from a very logical place. Happy New Year's. Think deeply and put your existence first.